It's Shartimus Prime Live. Hey, what's up, you guys? Shartimus Prime here on the Russ Toy Reviews channel. Welcome to this new second channel. It's not the first second channel. It's one of several second channels that the main Shartimus Prime YouTube channel has had for quite some time. So I'm going to get straight to it. I'm not going to waste any time. I have two figures that I want to unbox. I have some giveaways that I want to announce. And then I want to bring in the guest for the day, the legendary SENTRYproductions. If you don't know who SENTRYproductions is, you'll learn today. But I think most of you know who SENTRYproductions is. So let's go ahead and start with the unboxing part because I want to review this stuff, and I want to give a big thanks to Relic Reigns for making this possible over here. He found this out in the wild, and I was lucky enough to buy it off of him, and he shipped it on over. So really appreciate it, bro. Check out his Instagram, link in the description. Below at some point. We'll find out. But just to read a couple of messages in the chat. Someone says it's 9:04, 10. Okay, you guys are talking about your different time zones. I love his stop motions. Hey, we got Cowboy Collector in here. Howdy, everybody. Howdy, everyone. I got to learn how to read correctly. Who's stop motions? Who's stop motions? Who's stop motions? There's a lot of stop motion artists out there that do really good stuff. Hey, Shart. We know Hasbro likes to make civilized characters. How cool would it be if we get an Aunt May and Uncle Ben figures? That would be pretty sweet if they did it, after a few other characters I would like to see for sure. And we got Pat in the house. What's up, Super Pat? How's it going, bro? So I got a box right here within the box. And in this box, we get another box. Right on. Big thanks again, Relic Reigns. Really appreciate it. Oh, there's a note in here that got stuck to the top of the packaging. So I'm going to go ahead and read this. And then I'll open up one other box from Cowboy Collector. It says, "Hi, Shartimus Prime. I'm a longtime fan to your YouTube channel. Keep up the best. Keep up the best reviews up. Thank you for everything you do for all fellow collectors. Sorry for my handwriting. LOL. And thanks for the the Mortal Kombat Baraka. I'm happy to have it. God bless to you and the family from your longtime fan, Josue." Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate you looking out, man. I'm going to save this. I like to keep these when you guys send the letters my way. And I really appreciate it, bro, because I have not seen one Thena out in the wild at all whatsoever. I have not seen one. Like, they just, like, don't exist around here at all. So I'm really stoked to have this. I will be reviewing her very soon. And then, you know what? Hold on a sec. Let me get my invite sent over to SENTRYproductions. Or I can just do it like this. Oh, yeah. Boom. So that he remembers. Okay, and then so I'm definitely gonna be doing a review on this. Stoked about that. So very cool. And I appreciate everybody that shared on Instagram, on social media. It's a new second channel. I have like one Princess Leia review on this channel from like 3 years ago or something. So yeah, if you share this, that would be much appreciated. I would like that very much. And then we have this other package right over here from Cowboy Collector. Right on, bro. Thank you so much. I actually was I saw one of your messages, and I think for some reason I either forgot about this completely or what, but I did not expect this until I was like reading through messages. So here we go. Are you in a new studio? I am not in a new studio. I'm in the same old garage right here with the stuff right over there. You can see that video is coming up tomorrow, so stay tuned for the Power Rangers, the 3-0 Power Rangers figures. Okay, there we go. Gonna go ahead and open this up. I think I know what it is. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. All right, we got a letter in here too. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up first. Right on. Ooh, nice. We got trading cards. Oh, cool. Oh, is this all the? Now I gotta open this up and see what's here. Let me read the letter first. Reading the letter first. All right, so it says, "Howdy, Shartimus. Huge congratulations on the release of Street Humans." In all honesty, just to explain it very briefly, the thing with the Street Humans is that the timetable as far as when prototypes would be delivered wasn't exactly where I was wanting it to be. And I didn't want to continue the Kickstarter without having a prototype in hand. Because for me personally, as a consumer, I would rather that the host of the Kickstarter have a prototype in hand. And that's basically where that's at right over there. So that's why I figured let's just push it back. So we're good. So stay tuned for the Street Humans relaunch. It's going to be awesome. And I'm going to have a better presentation to go along with it. It's going to be dope. Stay tuned. But as of right now, I'm not giving you guys when that relaunch will happen. You will have to stay tuned. I am beyond excited for this line, and I hope it does very, very well. Thank you. But to congratulate you and to thank you for the countless hours of entertainment, I sent you this gift, a Cobra Trooper, because you can't have too many of those. I definitely can't. And an Infinity Saga card set, which they gave out at the last SDCC. Oh, Marvel Studios Hall H panel, which I missed. Oh, right on, bro. Thank you. And I hope, and I barely missed it too. Damn, I just missed it by like a minute. And then it says, I hope you enjoy and hope Street Humans is a big fat success. Please keep up the great videos and best wishes to the family. Sincerely, Cowboy Collector. Thank you so much, Cowboy Collector. Can I open this? I feel weird opening it because this came from it, like the last Hall H event that we'll see for a while. I'm going to hang on to this with pride and keep it pristine and everything. Thank you so much, Cowboy Collector. And then I'm going to... and then you can see the back right over here, the Soul Stone. And I figure I feel like bringing Sentry Productions in right now because I don't want to keep him waiting any longer. And there's something just a little bit hilarious about seeing his little face down there at the bottom, and it's all quiet. So I'm gonna bring in Sentry Productions right now. And he'll see the Cobra Trooper. There we go. We got Sentry Productions.
What up?
We have audio too.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. Can you turn it? Let's see if I can turn you up. Just
I can turn it up.
All right. And then we got the Cobra Trooper. I cannot have enough of these. Thank you so much, Cowboy Collector. You did not have to do that, man. I really appreciate it, bro. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I love these guys. These are freaking awesome.
Cobra Troopers?
Yeah.
Oh man.
You guys know I like my army builders.
I have 4 of them.
You have 4? That's it? Jeez.
I know.
Lame.
It's not good.
Wow.
Rookie
this
numbers.
Is so cool. I love these things. Yeah. This is dope.
They're actually really good figures too.
Hell yeah, they are. Hell yes,
Great.
they are. I have some giveaways that I got to do an announcement for. Are you down to help me out with this, Sentry?
Sure it is, as long as I get one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we'll talk about it off stream.
A figure. Yeah. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So let's get to it.
I love free stuff, man. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Free stuff. Yeah. I don't know exactly what the rating of this second channel is, but it's not necessarily. I don't know exactly what I'm doing.
All right.
As far as the second channel goes, but we'll figure it out. We'll test the waters. We'll save the ultimate vulgarity for the after party.
This is your like 5th channel. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. This is my 5th channel. I know, it's so funny. I've been doing this so long. I have like 5 channels.
I have like 3 channels.
A little bit, Cowboy Collector. I want to get to the giveaways stuff, so I'm going to grab the figures from the Hasbro PulseCon 2021 media package. Did you get a box full of free stuff, Sentry?
I did, yeah, but I threw it away. I was like, hey, I'm not good enough to open this, so I just gave it to my neighbor.
You got one?
And I got
Did you even open it, or did you just?
No. Mine didn't say PulseCon. Mine said PoopCon or something on it. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So
I don't know.
you got a bunch of hula hoops. Okay.
Yeah, it was from Shocker Toys, I think.
Oh, wow. Badass. From Shocker Toy.
Are they even still around? I don't know.
Whoa, did you feel that? Oh, I'm tripping.
Earthquake?
Oh, an earthquake for a second.
Don't start talking about earthquakes, man. That's not
I know. No, dude, it really felt like one. Like it was a really big truck. Like,
did you feel
so
that
out
really...
here in California, when a big truck drives by, it kind of sounds like an earthquake. And because we get earthquakes, well, hey, check this out. Look who we got in the chat. Oh, we got SENTRYproductions.
Hey, I love that guy.
Okay, so the 3 figures that we're going to announce winners for, we have Podcast, okay, Ghostbusters Afterlife Plasma Series Podcast. Then we have the Marvel Legends Infinity Saga Thor.
Another great figure.
I think it's a pretty cool figure.
It's great.
And then we have the Marvel Legends Infinity Saga Thanos and Iron Man 2-pack. All right, so let's start with so what I'm going to do is I have a comment generator here that I'm going to pull up in a little bit. Oh wait, those are all my Tiger pictures. Oops. I had to pick Tiger pictures for comparisons because I did a toy review. It's not like I just have a catalog of Tiger picture. No, I
yeah. Okay.
Nice. So here, I'll get my YouTube comment generator. Sentry, and I do have questions for you, by the way.
Oh man,
we'll be talking
interview, dude.
Yeah, we'll be talking about you for sure. Like we'll get into it. All right, okay. So let me just go get the link for the main video.
I would have wore a tie, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're gonna get asked like really hard questions because we all know I ask the hardest questions.
Yeah.
I'm like the best interviewer ever.
So I don't know. Like, you're a good interviewer.
Booknice better apparently, but you know, I do.
I'm just joking. You're not that.
I'm really not. I'm really not.
No, you're good. You're good. I've been there firsthand for a lot.
Nice about it though. That you know, that's cool.
I filmed a couple of your interviews, and I remember being behind the camera. I was like, "It's not going good." I'm just joking.
That's right. He has filmed some of those interviews.
I remember just turning the camera off halfway through.
I'm holding the microphone talking, and Sentry's holding the camera like just nodding his head. And that was part of the problem. You're making me nervous, bro. All that head nodding and everything.
It happens.
Yeah, I got the I'm gonna filter out the oh wait, I got to do screen sharing in here. So I'm gonna go to this Chrome tab. There we go. We got the random comment generator picker thing right over there. So we're both looking at it. That's the link from the video. And then include replies to comments. I'm filtering out filter duplicate users, include replies to comment, filter comments based on a specific text, exclude exclude blacklist users. Yeah, of course. And then I don't remember all their names. And then okay, I think that's it. Okay, so I guess that's useless. All right, let's see what we got right over here. And I got my pen and my paper here to start writing down names.
So this is an actual website that just picks a random comment?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yep.
What video is it?
Comments.
I'm gonna comment on it real quick. What's the video?
767 and right. So get YouTube comments and then raffle. Okay, here's all those comments. It's going through them all. And Tony Stank 504. Tony Stank 504 gets their number one pick was the Infinity Saga Thor figure. 504. All right.
So that means some FedEx guy is going to deliver a package and he's going to ask for Tony Stank, just like
I'm going to write Tony Stank on there for sure. For sure. I'm going to write Tony Stank. Tony Stank 504. I'm going to make an announcement on the main channel as well for these winners in case I don't hear from them. But send me an email with a screenshot of you signed into your account so I can verify you. And then I'm going to take a screenshot of this right now so that I know what the channel icon looks like and everything, and the exact words and everything that were used and the time and all that stuff. It's just right there. Very, very cool. All right. Let's get YouTube comments again. All right. It's gathering the YouTube comments. So basically when you leave your comment, you leave like a list, 1, 2, 3 of what you're looking for the most, or which one you would like the most. And then we will pick the next person right here. And Joseph Penor, you get the Iron Man Thanos 2-pack. He had no interest in podcast at all whatsoever. Podcast wasn't even written on there. That's okay. I haven't seen the movie either. But Iron Man and Thanos. Did I say Iron Man and Thor?
No, I don't think.
Okay, yeah. All right, and then for the last one, screenshot. If I didn't do it already. Okay, and then the last one. Here we go. Tony Stank 504. It's sprime@bkbn.net.
bkbn.net.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Old school.
Oh yeah, Tony Stank 504. I think you're gonna get your figure, bro. That's like a pretty quick response, and the icon's looking very similar and everything. I just need an image of you signed in, preferably of that from that video, so to help with the verification. Okay, and last one. This we might have to do several times, but nope. He said Iron Man, Thor. That's it. Panda Bao 06. All right, we'll have to pick another one. They had absolutely no interest in podcasts. He just listed the first two and then said, that's it. BKBN, that's retro. That's hella retro. That's hella funny. Thanks, JB. Yeah, it's a bit old school. But while we're doing this, and hey, okay, good Kanzer 4243, you get the podcast. Thank you so much for the good luck and everything, man. So here you go. Good _ Kastner _ 4243. And this is really one of the most lenient contests that I have. You don't even have to be a subscriber or anything. Just leave the comment, and then I'll have to verify that it was you. All right, so I got your names written here. Got the screenshot done. And then now we can focus on the man, the legend, SENTRYproductions. So, SENTRYproductions. And I want to thank everybody who participated in this. Tony Stank, God, I've never won anything. Hey, I love hearing that, Tony Stank, because it makes me happy as hell to hook somebody up with something and have that feeling, because I get that feeling myself a whole bunch. So that Thor is set aside for you, bro. And we have winners over here. I'm going to make another video on the main channel asking people again, disclosing who the winners are and everything. So you'll hear this in another video. But anyway, I wanted to talk about SENTRYproductions over here just a little bit. I'm going to give him a little bit of an introduction and just tell you guys, for those of you who didn't know, for those of you that aren't like JBR3 collector, that remember the old days when there wasn't a action figure community like how we have now way back when, right? Back then, there was really only one Marvel Legends reviewer. And who was that Marvel Legends reviewer?
Manifest Presents? Or you?
No, it was Manifest Presents.
Well, he was reviewing stuff before you.
Yes, he was. He's the first one, right? Manifest Presents.
Yeah, what happened to that guy?
And then he's actually still he's still posting. He's still doing live and well.
Oh, I think you sent me a link a while back. He's posted a lot, actually. I think
I think I think I did subscribe. So I check in on him now and then. We got Mr. Joe Capone in the house. What's up? Another year winner. So, and we're like at 13 years of doing this. This is crazy. Definitely not a phase, right?
Not a phase.
Not a
No.
phase.
Never grew out of it,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, or fortunately.
Unfortunately, fortunately, but what I wanted to get, oh yeah, Solid Snake in my pants. Of course we remember that guy. That was
Yeah.
that time when I showed up where Sentry showed up to a gunfight with a knife and I showed up to a knife fight with my fists. Is that how KJ Holt said it?
Yeah. Dude, you know what's crazy about that is that he like all the new stuff that's coming out, he probably doesn't have any of those old figures that were once in his collection on display anymore. Isn't that nuts? It's probably all new stuff because he had all the Toy Biz stuff.
I think he's in a different place now, right? He moved from the place that we got to visit. Oh no, wait, no, I don't know if he's moved or not. I don't know if he's.
Yeah, I don't know the specifics.
Yeah,
but he did comment on my post about this podcast today, so that was kind of cool.
Oh, all right. Well, hopefully he shows up. That'd be cool. That'd be cool to see him in here.
No, he commented that he's definitely not showing up
because okay. Well, that's cool.
And it wasn't because of me.
Oh, okay. I get it. Is it because of me? You think so? Maybe
undisclosed circumstances.
Undisclosed circumstances. Rectangular and JC are the best for predicting upcoming figures. Yeah, they do their thing, man. They do their research. They do their research.
Who's right? I want to know who Todd's inside man is. That's what I want to know.
Huh?
Who Todd's inside man is?
Oh, who's the inside man? Oh,
I want to know, man.
Yeah. Do they both have an inside man, or is it like the one guy?
It's definitely there's a leak, man.
Oh yeah. There's somebody leaking. Yeah. I'm okay not knowing a whole bunch of stuff though, even though that's like one thing that kind of makes things just maybe a little hard for me doing interviews. Is like I love what the Marvel Legends line has been doing as of late, and I'm kind of just like, play your show. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here for the ride. Do your thing.
Yeah.
And prying and picking at it. And that's probably one reason why I'm not so good at prying and picking at things, is because I'm down to like see what they do.
Yeah, like, you like the PulseCon and stuff like that, and it being revealed that way and everything. I think a lot of people do.
Yeah, well, not that. I felt like it went on kind of long the other day. Like that part I didn't really like that part of it. I felt like it was a little too long. Like I much rather watch their like Fans First Friday or their Marvel Monday. Okay. Like those, I enjoy those.
Something similar to that.
Yeah, those I like because they're an easy half hour, and I could pencil that in.
You don't like carrying around your phone for 5 hours waiting on 7 reveals?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that was ridiculous because I had my kids' party and everything. So I just kept on coming in and out. And it's like at the time when they started revealing that stuff or filmed my empty chair, like I saw
that. I saw that, dude. I just happened
I was so embarrassed, man.
I didn't watch the whole thing either, but I saw just that part and I went, this fool would be the one guy that wasn't there for it. He would be the one guy. It was great. I was like, I know that background.
Had like a similar thing. Like he laughed, like Robo. He was like, "Is that Chartemis?" And like he started laughing because it's like it's just something extra about it having to be me being the one,
the only one in your number one spot, your first position.
Yeah, I had the number one spot up there in the corner, and then dude,
that was great.
I was so bummed up that I missed that. But like when I found, but to be honest, my reaction wouldn't have been too different from anybody else's because PulseCon did feel really dragged out, honestly. But I do love watching most of their reveals event. You know, a lot of people. I'm just gonna say a lot of people that have that have accused me for being too much of a brown noser or whatnot. I'm like the only one who interviewed the team that really didn't like mention the PulseCon event because I didn't like it. I really didn't. Like, especially because I had other things to do. but I didn't like the time frame. Like,
It was weird
yeah,
it being on a Saturday too.
yeah, it being on a Saturday. Like, generally people have stuff to do, man, and
Yeah.
I felt like it was just way too long for the amount of reveals that we ended up getting. Cause it's like, dude, for 2 hours, come on, man. I gotta see that Doc Ock with the tentacles, or, something big, like hit me hard.
There was a good amount that had already been revealed too. But I mean, I still enjoyed it.
Well, what had already been, what did you see that got leaked out?
The cap had already been revealed.
Mm-hmm.
The other one. The
Iron Man, the other one, the Iron Man.
No, the other one. I don't remember.
Oh, no.
What?
No, the symbiote god.
The black symbiote?
Yeah, symbiote god. No, like the god of the symbiotes.
Oh yeah.
The red with the red, like spider logo.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that character.
Yeah, it was kind of like almost like I feel like it was kind of like a retcon kind of thing, but like, I think it was all the symbiotes come from like are like of a separate species. I think is it the Clintar or something like that, if I can remember.
Yeah,
right?
That sounds right.
Sounds right. But he's like the god of all the symbiotes and stuff. So that's I haven't read all of it, but I read some of the beginnings of that. But yeah, modern Joey B. Nola's modern comic garbage. You're not missing anything.
Nice.
We got Adam Turvey in the house, not part of HasCon Mind. Iron Spider looks freaking sick, though. Yeah, the Iron Spider looks amazing. That would have been incredible to have seen.
That would have been a cool reveal that day, yeah, for sure.
I have never wheezed before, and then I saw your empty chair. I didn't know I was physically capable of wheezing. Oh my god! You wheeze. Like, was it like a gasp? Kind of like that? I'm sorry.
So good.
I did not do that shit on purpose.
Classic Shartimus.
Classic Shartimus. Yeah, dude. Kind of just doing it. Which figures do you expect Hasbro to reveal / make next year based on 2022 being a year of many anniversaries? I mean, I have a feeling we will get a 60th anniversary Spider-Man wave. JC over at Marvelous News already said that, so I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. And
of course, Spider-Man's their number one seller. It has to be, right?
Spider-Man's their number one seller. They didn't reveal that much stuff today or the other day, so I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of Spider-Man stuff that we have not seen.
There's definitely a Toad coming.
Yeah, there's definitely Toad. Oh, I had a bunch of questions I didn't get to ask them too. I was going to ask them about a Feral and Wolfsbane with that new Tiger body. I know we're going to see that.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. We need that for the X Factor.
Yes, X Factor and X Force. Yeah, both of them. I love the G.I. Joe classified series. Shart, will you be reviewing G.I. Joe Spirit and Storm Shadow figures? Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I'm gonna throw up a review on this channel though on some G.I. Joe classified stuff. Because I don't get tons of views on that on the Shartimus channel, but I figured this would be a good place to post reviews of things that some of you want to see reviews on, but not most of you. So that's one thing I'm going to introduce to this channel over here. But before we go off talking about me some more, I wanted to ask SENTRYproductions. I wanted to basically explain something to you guys here, and that is, if you think you're hella weak or you think you suck at something, knock those ideas out of your head. Because this dude has been telling me for years, and many other people as well, that he sucks at posing figures and he sucks at action figure photography.
I did? Yeah, I did. You're right.
You coined the term vanilla pose. Like you're the vanilla poser. Like that was kind of like your thing for a bit.
It was, yeah.
Especially because in those early days, it was such a big thing that everybody gets into posing and stuff. And
I think solid coined vanilla posing, but
thank you for correcting me. I thought that was you coined the term ankle pivot, though.
Yes, I did.
That's
And I
your
see
word.
that you're selling shirts with ankle pivot on it, and you will be hearing from my lawyers.
Those are now out of production, and I'm selling them all on eBay for $100 a piece.
Suing for back pay.
You could. All right. Well, I'll give you my lawyer's. I'll give your lawyer's number.
I am
to
also my own lawyer, just to let you know.
Okay.
I will be representing myself.
Well, then you'll hear from my lawyer. Then I'll be representing myself. Well, you know what? I am also my own lawyer, and
oh, so this is perfect for this podcast because you put the verses. Do you want to have
this is going to be the debate over here of me profiting off of your word pivot that actually was
That's
never
not trademarked. Not trademarked. You're correct.
You can't do it. This is not trademarked. But we'll figure it out off camera before things get too bloody in here.
You can have it. I don't want to go through litigation. You can have it.
All right. How about, you know what? How about here instead? Here, how about I give you this Thor figure instead? How about that?
I already got it. No, thank you.
Oh, come on. You sure?
I already got it. What am I going to
still in here?
What am I going to do with two of them, man?
I don't know. You customize one, I guess. But what I wanted to say was Sentry Productions, a pathetic week, horrible, disgustingly lame, and just like totally untalented and weak when it comes to posing action figures.
Feels so good to hear you say that. It feels great. Thank you.
He was actually never that bad. I'm just kidding. God, he was never really that bad. But Sentry in the last couple of years has really taken it up a notch.
Just in the last year. Is it
just the last year?
It was since October last year.
Dude, if you're not following Sentry, I mean, subscribe to his YouTube channel if you're not already, but follow him on Instagram. Sentry Productions is on Instagram. Sentry Prod, I think, right?
No, Sentry Productions.
Just Sentry Productions. Here, let me put a link up here. Here, I'll put it in the description too. Later on.
Sentry Productions.
Sentry Productions, and he has kicked up his game like to a level that I've always envied. I honestly think he's doing killer stuff.
Thank you, man.
It is just so freaking cool to see, man. I didn't know he had it. I knew he had it in him, but I also didn't know he had it in him, you know? And I'm just really stoked about what he's been doing. I just think it's just been just a really, really cool thing that you've jumped into the art, and you've even been featured from the ACBA group and everything. And
dude, I just recently I'm a moderator on ACBA now.
Oh, you're a moderator now?
Yes. So
see, like this stuff right here, you could think it's super simple, but the lighting and everything right here is just so perfect.
I love that one, man.
The composition, I just really love how this came out, man.
Yeah,
and I didn't even like it, but I'm looking at it right now. This one was.
Oh, you didn't even like it.
That was actually the first. I actually hadn't seen that particular one.
You're pretty consistent in liking stuff. I see everyone that likes my stuff. I spend all day just on Instagram, every waking moment. I'm about to get fired from my job because I'm always on Instagram. I know every single person's by name. But no,
great what you do. Is this a Breaking Bad?
This is all October stuff. So this isn't stuff I would normally post. There's all themes associated with different days. So you look at this as an outsider. Maybe you're just kind of looking at toy photography, and you're looking at this, and you're like, all right, you know, did the mushrooms kick in yet for this guy? What is going on here? There's an RV in the background, but the theme for this one was Breaking Bad. So it's a Breaking Bad theme. So I kind of flipped it on its head and did a AIM kind of mashup with it. So
how do you enter into these? Like, so for another thing, you guys should all be following the ACBA group page over on Facebook. That's really like the where like the hub of all the ACBA really happens is on Facebook, right? It's on the Facebook group.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff that goes down on Instagram too.
Yeah, and Instagram too. And the stuff gets reshared and stuff on Instagram. I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
But what's like how do you enter into this kind of contest? Like how did you jump into it? Like how do you have to like fill out a form? You just do
No,
it and you get the right tags in there?
super easy. All you have to do, if you look at the top of this post right here, there's 2 hashtags for each corresponding day's theme. You just put October_ACBA, and then whatever the theme of that day is on your post. That could be on Facebook or on Instagram. And then at the end of the day, you would need to email a specific, I think it's October_ACBA@gmail.com. You do that each day. So basically, when they do their podcast, you're familiar with Boog's podcast on Saturdays, correct?
Right.
And basically, they'll go through them, and then I believe there's 3 winners they'll pick 3 random themes, and there's 3 winners for this. But the main thing about October that's really great about it is it's not necessarily about winning anything. It's about growing as a toy photographer. You can skip that one.
Why? This is a dope ass one. I did like it. Look.
I had a couple that were a little, it's 30 days, a shot each day. And depending on how serious you want to take it, it's a lot of work.
Oh yeah. That was funny.
Yeah, this is this is a good one. I crack myself up. Just like you, man. We watch our own stuff. We're narcissists.
Yeah. You're so funny, Sentry.
But yeah, long story short, it's your opportunity to grow as a toy photographer if that's something that you want to look into. It's last October, if you look at the pictures from my last October, they're completely different from these pictures. They're night and day. So I grew a lot as a photographer then, and still growing as a photographer. That nothing's ever perfect, you just get everything starts getting easier. So, but it's a great learning opportunity if you want to actually take pictures.
That's one thing I was going to ask you too, is like, hey, we got Dr. Scumlord in the house. What's up, Dr. Scumlord? I don't worry about the fashionably lateness. I want to ask you, where did you get a lot of these tips? Because it looked like you obviously went through some training. From this end, it looks like you're able to pick up. I mean, people give recommendations all the time in the ACBA community too, which is really dope, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So it's like I love that about ACBA, is that people are trying to help each other grow, and there's
yeah. Well, it's a camaraderie,
Right.
It's like you want to see people do better.
Somebody thinks you could have done something a little better, they're going to tell you, but they're going to be constructive about their criticism.
Yeah.
To help you, to lift you up, not bring you down.
Exactly. Yeah.
So would you say what really helped you level up, do you think? Was it getting recommendations in the group? Were you taking notes from following did you find tips of advice in other people's posts yourself? Did you have people just give you tips? How did that work out?
It's all of the above, dude. It's all of that stuff. It's really paying attention to what people are putting out there. Their additional comments, like if you swipe, for instance, on this post, if you just swiped left or right, you'll start seeing more pictures, and you'll kind of see the evolution of the shot itself. So boom, right here, this is what we call a C side, camera side. Basically what this is to show everybody how the photo was achieved. You see my lighting set up, you see where everything is. I studied these a lot. I studied a lot of the guys in the group that are really have perfected their craft. I think Brandon in here, Posable Productions, is in here right now. What up, Brandon? That's one of the dudes that I just kind of studied. And then there's other groups within ACBA, mainly the Grind, which it's more like I don't know how to describe it. It's basically these pictures right here are the main posts, and your actual action figure shot are the comments. So basically it's a teaching tool to teach you how to achieve photos, and people comment, hey, move this, do that, switch this around. Maybe you should approach this differently. Maybe you need to move your display to the floor, get yourself some more depth. There's all kinds of stuff within that group that has, that's probably my main secret as far as becoming a better toy photographer. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the best toy photographer ever or anything, but it's helped me a lot.
Well, yeah, no, you're talking about people helping you. That's amazing, because
Yeah.
I think that's great. So you could set up your shot, get everything together, like get your dopest setup that you want to get set up.
Yeah.
Right. And then before you actually take that picture, or you could take that picture and then actually send a C-side on that grind. What's it called again?
The grind.
Yeah, on the grind group page, and they'll be able to tell, even without looking at your final, that, oh, this is going to be better if you move your lighting just a little bit that way.
Exactly.
Or maybe make sure you don't have this figure in the way of that thing in the background or whatever.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. There's all kinds of little tweaks and everything. Because remember, this is my shot. I'm looking at it a certain way. You're always going to want that second pair of eyes. That's your biggest helper right there. And especially in a group like that, now you got 20, 30 eyes on it. Hey, move this. Another person's like, hey, maybe try this. And the whole point of that is you're posting it while you're taking the picture. You're not taking your picture, done with it, then post it. Because what's the point of that? You're trying to actually make the picture better while you're doing it. So it's really cool. People are pretty prompt on there as far as like, hey, move this. I know you're taking the picture right now. Move this, do that. So that's helped me a lot. But these ones, for most of the time when I'm looking at pictures, I'll look at the actual shot for a second, and then I'm start studying these pictures. I'll start looking at these like, hey, how did he do that? Where did he move this? And stuff like that.
I think that's great. Oh, I thought this was clever. I like how there's a bit of your own personality thrown into these too, because I feel like this is just like an idea that you would do, that you would want to see Nick Fury in this brown suit like this. I don't know.
Yeah, I just saw James Bond right before I took this shot, so I was in the James Bond mood.
That's right. Yeah, this was.
Yeah. And they've never made a James Bond figure, so.
Look at that. You would never have guessed that there was sticky tack at the bottom of the foot holding him up for that pose.
Yeah, he wouldn't stand by himself. I had to do that.
That is so perfect how that just lines up at the very bottom right there.
Yeah. That's actually the exact pose of a Quantum of Solace poster for James Bond.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm not too savvy on the James Bond stuff. I had a phase back in the day, but never really stuck with James Bond.
Yeah, you seem like a Pierce Brosnan kind of guy.
No. Definitely. Like Sean Connery was what my dad introduced me to, but then I was originally introduced through Pierce Brosnan, and then kind of stopped after Tomorrow Never Dies, I think. But this one came out really badass. I don't even. Where did you get all these right here? All these little Hall of Armor.
Do you have any of these?
No, I don't.
Oh, dude, these are sick. So these are
right there. Hold on a second. Let me go back to here. Yeah, I don't have any of those things.
So those are the Disney Toy Box Hall of Armor sets. They come. Those are 3 sets, so they come with 5 of the little portals each. They come together. It's like a little kid set. Comes with some 4 or 5 points of articulation Iron Man figures, stuff like that. But they actually look really good. They work perfectly with 6-inch. They look really good. If you light it up correctly, if you can see in the main post, you can see the red behind all of them is kind of shining a little bit. There's little holes in the back, so it kind of works out.
Wow. And so it's just going right through that plastic right there. It's just lit up plastic.
Exactly. Yeah. There's nothing behind it. It's just the lighting behind it. And you discover stuff like this. Like, I didn't mean to do that. It just kind of happened because I wanted to light that back area. I wanted to light where the white was coming from.
Right.
And then it ended up hitting the back of that. So that happens a lot, man, where you'll just discover new tactics and stuff just by kind of experimenting or just messing around a little bit.
Right. And is the flooring, is that part of those ubiquitous builder things?
Yes. Yeah.
How do you like that? Because I had one of those and I really had a hard time with it.
It's a pain pain in the ass, definitely, to put together, pull apart, all that stuff. But you can't deny that they don't look amazing when you put them together.
Okay.
Once it all comes together and you actually have everything flush.
Then it's yeah, because it was looking pretty good. I still have one, and yeah. Oh, I thought this was hilarious. By the way, I thought that was great.
Yeah. That one was cool. That one, I used a black light for that one.
Nice.
And it lit up. I had these like neon little lights, and it just lit them up like they were actual neons. It was
So
awesome.
how much time would you say you spend on each of these in general? See, because it's easy for me to look at it because I'm just looking at a picture, but like how long did it take for you to put this all together? Like after you're done, like you're like done. This is going up on Instagram now. Like
This it depends on the shot, of course, but this one was fairly easy because the dio's already all put together pretty much. It's an actual diorama. Snap that together, get the figures in place, take your initial shots, throw those on the computer, see what needs to be changed, throw it in the group, see if they have any ideas or anything like that.
so you post it into the grind group before you go live with it even.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. God, I gotta sign up with that group.
Yeah, because the whole point is you want
it to be the best.
You want it to be, you don't want it to be the best. You want it to be your best picture.
Or your best.
Yeah. You want it to be your best picture. And you know, a lot of these guys have been doing it a lot longer than me.
So, oh yeah, I know. You're still a noob in compared to a lot of other action figure photographers. I'm fully aware that you're still kind of just like you know, still fresh. Like you used to suck really bad, and just now you just don't.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Appreciate it.
No, but for real, there's a lot of people that have been doing it for a long time, and that's like the beautiful thing about it is that I think, you know, I mean, obviously with Sentry's perseverance and time and dedication and skill, he's been able to make this stuff happen.
Yeah.
So it's like it's
cool.
It's still his. It's just that everybody in that group did the hard part for you, and then you just piggybacked off of their knowledge.
Sometimes you'll post it in there, and it's actually the opposite. It'll be like good as is, you know. It all depends. And once you start, the whole thing is consistency. You have to, if you want to get good at it, you have to take a lot of shots consistently. So that's the whole thing. Like I would have never been anywhere near this. I mean, like you may just look at this and be like, oh, okay, Venom's partying. Do you see the pink light in the back? Do you see the blue light in the right? Do you see the green light on the left? Do you see the black light coming from below? Do you see all the stuff on his hands? Do you see all the poses of the dancers? So all these little details kind of sprinkled in there that kind of bring it all together. Now, is this a perfect shot in my mind? I don't think so. There's tons of things I would change about it. Now that it's been a couple weeks since I posted it, I would have bunched everyone more together. That way it would have made the scene feel like there was more people in the crowd. But it's stuff like that like after a while you look at your post and you're like, okay, I could have done this. Why isn't this one getting received as well as other ones? You know, there's certain things that I would have changed about this. But overall, I wouldn't have posted it if I didn't like it initially. So I still like it.
Right. So. And it's art. That's the beautiful thing about this is it's art.
Subjective. Yeah.
Exactly. It's subjective. And you are going to be your worst critic always because you're always learning and you're getting better at it. And like you said, this is only from 2 weeks ago, and you've already got ideas that you wish you could do to make it even better. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's awesome. That's part of the growing as a photographer. And like I didn't even mention the whole camera situation. You deal with a camera consistently, so you know your way around a camera, I assume, pretty well. I don't know so much about the photo portion, probably the video portion. The photo portion you probably don't really know anything about at all. You probably only use auto because I've seen your pictures. But with the video, I'm sure you know your way around it. Like if I was to turn on the video, I'd probably be hitting you up being like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. And I'm just joking, of course. But
yeah, I know my ISOs. I know my f-stops. You know, I know
What
my
do you-
apertures and my
what do you-
ISOs.
I don't even want to get into the whole. I would ask you about your ISOs and your f-stops and
Hey, I
really
keep it 1600, baby.
1600 ISO.
Yeah.
We'll talk
Most of the
about
time
this
it's
off stream.
1600.
We'll talk about that off stream.
And then for more close-up shots, I'm more at 800.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so it's not 1600 all the time, but
Your cam, and I'm sure your camera's a lot nicer than mine. You use them? Do you use a mirrorless?
yes, I have a Sony mirrorless 7A3.
I used a A5600 before I switched to Canon, so that was also a mirrorless. So I'm kind of familiar with the mirrorless, but I never shot video on them once again.
Dude, this mirrorless camera shoots in low light settings so damn well. It's so helpful. Like,
I bet, yeah. Dude,
I love that part about it. It's just, it makes it easier for video shooting too. Like,
dude, that's the beauty of a nice camera, man. It literally does like 3/4 of the work for you.
the only problem with my camera is that when I bought it, I couldn't afford a lens that I really wanted. It was like, this lens was so expensive. It was like the price of the camera itself, right? And so I have two lenses and I constantly have to go back and forth switching lenses all the time. It drives me nuts. So
what kind of lenses do you got?
I have a 55 millimeter macro, and then I have an 8. Yeah, it's so nice.
You have to move it further back though, huh? Or can you get right up on it?
Straight into the camera lens. It has to be, you have to give it some distance.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking from the perspective of a toy photo. So it's
no, different. I'm thinking, that's most of the time I'll use it. I use it for the photography too. Like,
no, they're great lenses. I'm not saying they're great lenses. The whole thing with those is that I use a macro, so you macros up close. You get really close to your figures.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Macro lens.
Yeah. Oh, so it's a 55 millimeter macro.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
That's
I thought you were just talking about 50 millimeter in general. I'll be like, what are you shooting like 6 feet away from your?
Oh no! It's a macro lens. Yeah. No, it's so I can get the tight shots, but I still have to keep a little bit of space away from the lens, though.
Yeah.
It can't just be right in there. It doesn't have to be.
I've actually been thinking. I use a 40, so I'm thinking about going to 60. Anyways, let's stop talking about cameras. That's not what the people are here for.
Okay.
They don't want to hear about cameras.
The camera stuff is important to know a little bit about.
It is. Yeah. I just wanted to touch on that briefly. It's like learning the camera stuff is a whole other different.
That Dr. Scumlord. The iPhone 11 camera is pretty serious for a cell phone, but glares are my worst nightmare.
I started off with an iPhone. You can get really good pictures out of an iPhone.
Oh yeah, you'll get great shots with an iPhone. Yeah, for sure. It's just, I like the control that you have with the real the DSLRs and everything like that. Those, I think, allow that. There's a lot more things you could do with those.
Yeah,
I think it's a real camera. You know what I mean? Like, the iPhone's a real camera too, I guess. But
I took all my first October pictures last year on an iPhone 8, and some of them came out all right. Not all.
Not all of them, but some. Yeah, I don't know how you control the focus with that, and you can point and it'll focus, but there's
if you're taking a simple shot, they're great. You can definitely play around with them. You'll get a good picture. You need lights though. You got to make sure you have good lights.
Yeah, the lighting thing is so serious. Holy crap! Yeah. I've got 9 lights around my review station. It's nuts.
Yeah, and you have those big ones, what are the soft boxes or whatever they're called?
Yeah, I have 2 umbrella lights. I have
umbrella lights.
I'm using one of them right now. I have 2 umbrella lights, and then I have an overhead light, and then 2 taller lamps, and then 2 close ones, and then I have a couple of low LEDs at the bottom, kind of filling everything out.
Yeah, that's something a lot of people don't think about. They see your review, and you have to put so much into your personality and everything to review it. And then on top of that, they don't realize that you got like 15 lights around you that are making your room like 90 degrees.
Yeah.
And
then I just got yelled at for not emptying the dishwasher or something. That's always the funny thing for me. No, it's your turn to do the dishwasher. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you suck. Yeah, you suck. So here's
Hey,
head sculpt.
hey, what's up,
Great,
guys?
everything great, everything happy. It's not fake, but nobody cares about my personal shit like that. I can't let that bleed into the review.
You've always been good at turning it on and off, though. You don't have to worry about that so much.
Yeah. It's like that's part of the showman. That's part of the musician part. You know, like you could have a horrible day and you could play a show, and like nobody would guess that that guy playing music up on stage just had a friend pass away or whatever. You know, nobody's thinking about it.
It's a bit dark, but okay.
A little dark, or just got into a stupid argument with their significant other, and they have to pretend. I know I have to go that far. My bad.
Yeah, people don't know that.
You always go too dark. You always go too dark.
I just got on stage, and people don't realize I just saw a school bus full of children drive into a lake.
Yeah, like some horrible shit. It's like, okay, dude.
You're like, yeah, we get it, buddy.
I think I used that dishwasher reference before. Just empty the dishwasher, Shartimus. God,
you know
I know,
what?
and actually, I mean,
you could tell that one bothered you. You could tell the dishwasher.
Well, that's like one of my chores, and I tend to forget, and I do need to empty the dishwasher actually. Now that I've mentioned it, but just
you want me to yell at you about
it? Hey, I started it. It's all my bad. I had it. See,
I was thinking of Man of Steel when I made that reference. I was thinking of Man of Steel. The school bus scene. Don't worry, Clark pushes them out. They're all fine, except for one kid. He actually got left at the butt. Anyways,
except for that one kid.
The one kid didn't make it.
Which was like the same kid that like fell off Niagara Falls, right?
Yeah.
That one kid. That kid was always my brother. I always felt like my brother was always that one kid getting too close. Well, my brother almost fell down the Grand Canyon. Like I'm not kidding you, man. Like
I believe it.
My brother and I are chucking rocks into the Grand Canyon, and my brother slips on the gravel and starts sliding down. And
he didn't even have a motorcycle. He wasn't even trying to jump it.
Yeah, he wasn't even trying to jump it. He was just hucking rocks. No, and some dude came out of nowhere and grabbed him.
Damn, the Grand Canyon hero.
Yeah. I also watched my brother get stabbed in the eye. That was horrible. All kinds of blood and stuff.
All right, we talking. All right, let's think. Let me think about the worst things I've ever seen. I saw a guy drop a baby on the floor at Toys R Us when I worked there. Like a 2-week-old baby, straight on the floor.
He dropped it.
Actually, when I think back to like, what's the worst thing you've ever witnessed personally? That's probably the first thing I think of, because I remember the thud it made.
Oh.
This was like 13 years ago.
Yeah.
And then I walked over to the guy and I'm like, "Hey, do you want me to call somebody?" He's like, "No, it's fine. It's fine." I'm like, "Dude, it's not fine." Anyways.
It could be fine. So there's like I've seen babies fall too. They got soft bones.
Yeah. No,
and,
I thought
the thing you really have to watch out for is if they fall asleep. That's the scary ass part. So because I have 2 kids and they've had a couple of bumps on the head, and the scariest thing is if they fall asleep within 15 minutes. But you want to keep them awake for a couple hours. So if the baby gets a bump on the head, you make sure the baby's awake for the next couple hours. Because if the baby falls asleep, then that could be a really bad sign. And then Charlita and I told ourselves, like, okay, if the baby passes out, then we're going to go to the emergency. But it's like for the most part,
they're doing good now, though. They stayed up. They were awake.
Yeah,
doing good.
They're both doing fine. They're both speaking well and everything. Well, I mean, Lord Emetron has always been really far ahead for her age. And she's my first kid, so that's not my opinion. That's like just based off of like all the other parents, that aren't even related to me have told me that, like, oh no, that's like ahead for her age. Like she is saying way more stuff than kids usually say at that age. I was like, oh wow, damn. Like and even now it trips me out how she'll reason with you. Like, Dad, could you can you hang out with us? And I was like, oh, I can't right now, sweetie. I gotta work. But you could bring your laptop and watch us and then work. I'm like, oh, like
You're like, I can't. I'm watching Cops on my laptop. I can't have both of them going on at the same time.
Yeah. So it's no, but it's a trip. Like, because sometimes I'll edit while I'm with the kids, which is a bad idea because that's when editing mistakes happen.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to edit. Oh God, some of the editing stories. I can't tell you how many times I've had to run to the toilet while holding the laptop with the camera around my neck with a cord from the camera attached to the laptop, and I'm running to the bathroom with the laptop, having to take a dump and edit at the same time because I got to get the video out as fast as possible because too much time has gone by and I can't waste the time. So I got to edit while I'm on the shitter, and I don't have the time to wait for Final Cut Pro to process the video files. I can't just let that dump happen.
Yeah, I know all too well, man. Definitely.
And
trying to get it out, man. It's like a frenzy towards the end there. Yeah, everything's already all done. Now it's just the last thing is just actually getting it online, which sometimes is the biggest pain in the ass out of all of it.
Oh yeah. And they're like, oh, it's uploaded. Why isn't it showing? Why isn't it there? That's one thing I liked about the last con for the 600,000 subscribers contest thing. It was fun for me to do because the requirement was that you do a video of your collection. Like you just, and you don't have to edit. You don't even have to have dope lighting. It just has to be an action figure collection, you know? Yeah. And it was just kind of a trip to hear people have problems just posting that up. Like, I couldn't figure it out, or, oh man, it took me like half a day to get my account set up for it and make it happen. I'm like, wow. And that was a really easy one too.
Yeah.
There's like no editing involved or anything like that. So it's like, it's a lot trickier behind the scenes than it seems to be, which is going to lead me to the last question before we move on to the after party. If you have time to join us for the after party Sentry, that would be awesome.
I'm down, dude. Totally.
Awesome. Great. So I wanted to ask you, when are you coming back to YouTube videos? Come on, bro. You got to come back.
You ask me this every single time I get on a live with you.
Every single time.
Dating back to 2014.
Every time I talk to you, basically.
Man, I don't know, man. So
what's stopping you? What's stopping you? What's the holdup? Like, what's the part where you're like, you know what, I could, but then I could work on this ACBA instead, so I'm going to do that. Is that
all right? Let's get real. Let's get real for a second. So, getting back onto YouTube, there's so many things involved with it. It seems pretty trivial, like off the top of your head, but it's like, okay, you start posting. The cool thing about ACBA is, like, I know how you can build an audience on a smaller scale. I'm not saying I'm doing anything crazy here or anything, but I kind of know that consistency will get you really far if you're consistently posting stuff, especially with photos and everything. But videos, I don't know, man. It's how many reviewers are out there right now?
It's a lot.
It's a lot, man. How many reviewers were doing it when in 2011, dude?
5. Exactly.
So our videos were getting views. I mean, dude, we were getting millions of views back then. Back when YouTube was great on the wallet, man.
Are you still getting millions of views on that Spider Hulk video?
It has like 22 million views. I think.
Damn, that's awesome. Jeez.
It's nuts. Yeah, I made like $30,000 off of just that video, by the way. Just saying, and not trying to be cool or anything, but my channel's completely demonetized now, so I don't make any money off of any of the videos.
Is it really?
Not that I was in the last 5 years or so. You have to keep up.
Your channel's demonetized?
It's completely demonetized, the whole channel.
No way. How?
So you have to keep there's a threshold of views and everything. So if it goes below the threshold for views and everything, then your channel gets it's nothing's wrong with my channel. All the videos are still there. Everything's still there. There's no I don't believe there's any ads on any of the videos. I'm not getting paid for them if there are. So that's another thing. So how many reviewers are there now? There's probably 300-400 Marvel Legends reviewers.
Right.
How do you set yourself apart from all of them? How do I set myself apart from you, who I know when you post a Marvel Legends video is going to get the mainstay of all the attention just because of how
After the
big
foosh now. I'm second to the foosh.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
Okay.
not the big guy anymore.
Foosh is cool. I like Foosh.
Don't
But
like my dirty talks.
as a reviewer, as an old reviewer myself, I don't really watch reviews. It's not, and I'm sure you don't. I'm sure you watch reviews, but on stuff that you probably don't have. But I mean, I do watch reviews, but for the most part, when I see a picture of an action figure, I pretty much know what I need to know. I'm not knocking any reviewers or anything like that, but that's another thing, and it's blah blah blah. There's other stuff, being consistent. How am I going to take the pictures and do the video? And if I want to build the channel up, I got to do that 5 times a week. Now, I'm not saying I don't want to do that. I'm definitely down to do that. Definitely willing to do that. But there's a lot more that plays into it. Maybe that's just in my head.
Can I throw an idea out there to you?
Go for it.
Don't do toy reviews. Do like something a little bit like similar to like a Bug Nice 10 meantime in between time, and focusing on
about that, yeah.
one of your pictures, because he doesn't do those anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't.
And
I noticed that.
He's moved on to straight up reviews, and I liked those older videos, but I definitely think it's better that he's doing, his reviews now. But I think like for you getting back into it and having it fit in with where you're spending your time as it is, I think that would be a nice blend, because you'll have everything set up, and it would be kind of fun to hear you talk about, like what inspired you to kick the shit out of Baby Yoda, or like what, like, you know what I mean? Like some of these things, like what's like, how much money do you spend a month on inkjet printers to get all these like printouts and everything? You know what I mean? Like
$0 a month.
It's all from work. It's all from work.
It's all from work.
I
mean, I can't afford a $25,000 printer. I mean, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
I can't. Don't tell anybody.
No. No one from work is into figures or anything.
I don't
think
so. No, I don't think so.
Okay, good.
I don't think they're here. But yeah. I use that. Yeah, that's a cutout. That's the Mando cutout. But no, dude, it's actually a really good idea. It's a really good idea. Doing kind of, I did kind of do something kind of like that back in the day, where it's just kind of like a mashup of all, like, hey, I got this. What are the thoughts on this? It's definitely something to think about.
Or one thing that'll set you apart from all the other reviewers is you just set up the camera showing your collection in the background, and just grab like 5 random ass Marvel Legends and just talk about them in one video. She's like,
hey man, that's what
really nothing to do with each other. Like, make sure.
Hey, that's not true. There was always some. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not always. Maybe not always.
Here we have Beast, Namor, Baron Zemo, and Iron Man.
Shut up, man.
It was.
Shut up, dude.
And then House of M.
Hey man, those videos got a lot of views, buddy. They got a crap load of views, dude.
And you used those views to spread the word about other people's channels. That was incredible. He quickly went to sharing other people's YouTube channels, and my channel was one of those YouTube channels. And I want to thank you again for really helping me with that early start. That was like really one of the first like little bumps and views I ever saw on the channel. I mean, I'd posted the Avengers collection. That was like a little bump, but after you plugging the channel, it was an even bigger bump in views and everything. So like SENTRYproductions really hooked me up with like my first real kind of like gains as far as like an audience went on YouTube.
I will, my other claim to fame is putting Bug Nice out there as well. He'll never, I don't think he'd admit it though. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't remember it.
No, he does.
But I did. But I did.
Does. He remembers. We all remember his weird Asian music or whatever the heck.
No, it was rock music. It was the. I remember throwing that out there for people, and Solid too.
No. I'm talking about Bug Nice 10's music in the background of that collection video he had, like those weird chimes and stuff. It was.
Oh yeah.
It was like, what the heck is that music? It was like so. It was really weird. It was
We love Boog Nice. Boog Nice forever.
I'm gonna see if I can get Boog Nice 10 on the next live stream here. I think that'd be pretty cool to get him on here.
Yeah,
So,
man.
And we could talk more about photography and everything over
Yeah,
there.
no, I love this stuff, man.
Yeah, it's great.
I breathe for it. I love taking pictures. I love getting everything just right. It's a great hobby, man. I love it. And I like getting better too. Or at least I think I'm getting better.
This is another great one right over here that I liked on Facebook, but I guess I didn't like here. But yeah, I remember seeing this, and this is awesome as hell.
Yeah, that was a funny one.
This is good. All right, SENTRYproductions, everybody that is part of the after party over on the Tron and membership. I'm gonna post links over there, but we're gonna wrap it up tonight on this YouTube channel. Stay tuned. Next week, I'll have another live stream. We'll see about who the guest will be if I have a guest. But I'll talk to Boog about it. I haven't even mentioned the idea to him yet, so he may be busy next day.
I have him. He's been listening via speakerphone this whole conversation.
You called him.
And frankly, the messages he's been sending me, he's not very happy with you.
Oh, great. Well, hopefully we can sort it out next week then. But thanks again so much, Sentry, for making it on. Really appreciate you, bro. Love you, man.
Of course, man.
And thanks, and everybody follow SENTRYproductions over on Instagram, and hopefully you follow his YouTube channel, and hopefully something goes up there. But at least follow his Instagram.
Man. Yeah, definitely the Instagram. So
we'll see.
I appreciate it. And you know what? While you're at it, follow Shartimus Prime too.
Please, yeah, follow the Shartimus Prime YouTube channel. If you've never heard of it before, it's a channel with a boomer that likes feet.
Are you calling yourself a boomer now?
I'm technically not, but I think that's what
you were younger than me when we first met, dude. That trip.
I'm younger than
you were younger than me than when we first met. I guess that's not that big a trip, but it's pretty nuts. You were like what, 27, 26, something like that?
Yeah, I was like 26, 27, something like that. Yeah. Wow, what a trip.
Yeah,
so imagine if you just started your YouTube channel like right now. It's kind of like with you and jumping into the photography thing a little bit.
Kind of.
Like a second start, new chapter, right?
It's a little bit of a comeback. Definitely.
Yeah, and I think you're just doing better and better. So oh yeah, I can't post links. Sorry, Cowboy Collector. Let's see if I could fix some of that. Oh, I can't do that with the mod thing. I got to get my mod privileges set up because I had mods for the main channel, and I did not transfer all that over to this channel. But I thought it was great that Cowboy Collector, and follow Cowboy Collector on YouTube too. He's posting some really good reviews.
I think I follow Cowboy Collector.
Check out Cowboy Collector. You won't regret it. He's doing some great stuff over there. I just caught his Tigra review.
I believe he follows me as well.
And I'm in it.
I do. I follow Cowboy Collector. Actually, liked one of his posts from earlier.
Nice. All right, you guys. We're going to move on to the after party. Gotta go. Thank you so much. And stay tuned. I'll have action figure reviews on the Shartimus Prime channel. And Sentry will have some more ACBA for you guys over on Instagram. And we'll catch you guys later.
Later, boys.
Peace. See you at the after party.